Blame Truth is an idiot. Everything in this video right here, we finally have Call of Duty player numbers, and they're horrendous, is 110% wrong and false. The entire video is completely wrong. The math is wrong. Everything about this video is entirely fake. I have been telling people this, no matter what you think about the game. I've been saying it for the longest time. Blame Truth's been trying to tell you Call of Duty's dead. Everything he has been saying is not true, and everything I've been saying about how the game may be dead to you in your perception because you're older, you don't like the game, you're tired of it, is true. And that the fact the actual player base is strong, and there are a lot of people playing the game, and the people and the stats that he uses right here from this entire video, for this entire video, and the guy that he actually references, Sub1 KD, and his pool deep dive into the actual stats of the people who are playing the game and how many people are actually playing the game. He got it wrong. He didn't even actually bother to watch a video or didn't pay attention to it. And this guy, Sub1 KD, which is basically the premise for this entire video and how he got the numbers and the actual facts for the player base, is wrong. Blame Truth is wrong. Make that clear. He did not understand this guy's point and didn't understand the stats right. He is wrong, and then he makes this entire video on it, and it's all off and made up, and it's all just bullshit. And in this video, I will show you exactly what the actual player numbers are, how Blame Truth is wrong, and how this guy himself even said, yes, Blame Truth is actually wrong and doesn't know what he's talking about. And it's all just bullshit, like I've been saying for the longest time, and people don't want to hear the truth. Call of Duty's dead. I'm like, listen, I know it is dead. You don't like it. I don't like it. Scully's matchmaking sucks. It sweats. Yes, it's dead for people like us, the OGs. But for everyone else, which we aren't part of, in the skill-based matchmaking protected lobbies on the other side of the damn world, or where the hell these people are playing from in their freaking cribs, their little kitties, I don't know. There's a lot of people playing the game, and what Blame Truth tries to do is show you that there's no one playing the game, but he doesn't even count the numbers right, doesn't even include the actual player base completely. He actually just only counts the PC player. Anyways, you know, I'll get into it and show it to you in this video, and I'll explain to you very clearly how he's 110% wrong and what the actual player base is, not whatever Blame Truth said in this video, which was 750,000 people. Completely wrong there. I'm sorry. I gotta call him out. He calls other people idiots. He called Hutch an idiot, made a whole bunch of videos making fun of him. So when you make a mistake as big as this, and you've been wrong for the entire, I don't know, year now, and I've been saying it's not dead, we're all idiots, sorry, it's not dead. I can tell you it's not dead, and I was right. I'm always right. I'm just saying, guys, listen. I know you guys don't want to hear the truth sometimes because you know the truth is a hard thing to hear. I'm right, okay? You guys do realize I really am the truth. I am the guy. I am that one, okay? You got to get used to it. Sometimes, you know, I just say stupid shit, but at the end of the day, I'm Jesus. I'm Jesus Christ, Call of Duty Elite Gaming Athlete. That's it, all right? So let me get into this real quickly and explain to you how he's totally wrong, I'm totally right, Blame Truth is an idiot. So what it is this. This guy here called KLG Sub1 KD is an older dude, math dude, and he is breaking down how people like to use the Steam charts to tell you how good Call of Duty is or isn't. And what he did is he broke it all down and explained to you that that is not actually a proper representation, as Steam only counts for 5% of the Call of Duty player base. Okay, let me repeat that again. As I've said before in the past, no one plays Call of Duty on Steam, all right? No one plays Call of Duty on Steam. It's on Battle.net when it comes to PC. Because what happened was in the past is that they were a Activision shareholders meeting where Bobby Kotick explained how many people were playing everywhere else, and these numbers down here on the right is what exactly we came to with 35.7 daily active users on mobile. There's the PC, PlayStation, Xbox, right? And these are in the millions. And people were saying, well, you know, I'm not sure what's going on here. How many people are actually playing concurrent players, blah, blah, blah. What's the actual stats? And this dude here went down and figured out what the actual player stats are, because the only stat we have to go by is Steam. And everyone's like, oh, look how bad the numbers are on Steam. It's so down, so bad. And then we can use that to show what the rest of the community is down so bad. And I've been saying, no, you can't, because no one plays Call of Duty on Steam. And this guy said 5% of the player base is on Steam. He did all the math, figured it out. It's like a 20-minute long video. I watched it on stream the other day. The point he comes to is that there are 65,000 concurrent players on Steam. On Steam, all right? 65,000 on Steam right now. Okay, 65,000, which is only 5% to 10% of the player base, which means that there are 700 and plus thousand, up to 8, maybe 900,000 active users, not active, concurrent players on PC alone. Okay, let me make that clear. 800,000 players concurrently, maybe even more, on PC alone. Look down to the right here, that's PC. So out of this group of 17.5 million daily active users, there are about 1,800,000, 1 million, somewhere in that ballpark, give or take. I mean, there's a lot of people, a lot of margin for errors, but at the very least, 750,000 on PC. That's what Blame Truth tried to run with to tell you that's when people are playing Call of Duty right now. There's only 750,000 people playing across. And he's even said, that's pretty good for most games. But what the guy did was completely misunderstand the whole thing and didn't even conclude PlayStation and Xbox. So when we add PlayStation and Xbox together, what's 11.2 plus 5.6? 16.8, which is almost the same. If you put those two right here together, the bottom right, you see my little mouse there, 11.7, 5.6, and you add it together, it equals almost this. Almost 1 million people, give or take 100,000 or so, are playing on the PC, and then you run with those numbers as if that's the only numbers for Call of Duty Online. You have completely negated the PlayStation and the Xbox numbers, which is also close to 1 million, maybe 700,000, 600,000, and you have cut the numbers down by more than half. So you are pushing a fake narrative, CNN, Blame Truth. And I even reached out and asked this guy if Blame Truth got it wrong. He replied back, yes, he is wrong.
You are a thug.
So his entire video here, he got it entirely wrong. And I'm gonna say, hey man, you may not like the game, it may be dead to us, you may not enjoy it, it sucks. I got that, I'm not arguing that. I'm totally on board with that, 110%, but you can't sit here and push a bunch of bullshit and then try to make videos on it when you don't even know what the hell you're talking about. You don't even know what you're talking about, Blame Truth. You're totally wrong. You literally cut the numbers down less than half of what they actually are to try to push a narrative. It's bullshit. At least if you're gonna do something and hate on something, you gotta base it a bit on reality. You can't just make up nonsense and be like, oh yeah, Call of Duty's dead, and then do a video and completely just retard the whole freaking stats. And the thing is too, man, and that just goes to show, this is how easy it is to manipulate your fan base. This is how easy to manipulate people on YouTube. This is how easy it is to simply just lead people with fake news, because if you go down and look at the comments, everybody was agreeing. They don't know. See, look at one of the most top comments. Actors should always be showing off most played game, most downloaded games. Something impressive. The fact that they hide the numbers means they're bad. Simple as that. No, they're not. People like Blame Truth are like CNN of Call of Duty. They're fake news. As expected, who would have thought? There's a reason Activision won't actually release it themselves. Another thing too, I will say, before I finish this video, I will say this. The numbers aren't going to be as good as they used to be. 110%. There was like 3 million people playing Call of Duty back in the day, during the heyday. That was like 14 years ago, okay? That's over a decade ago, almost a decade and a half ago, the prime of Call of Duty. The fact that there's like 1.5 to 2 million people still playing Call of Duty on the worst year. Let me put it this way. This is supposed to be the worst year of Call of Duty. This is like, it's down so bad. No one's playing the game. It's horrible. The numbers are so awful. And then you have 1.5 million at least playing the game still, which is extremely good. It's way better than any other game out there. Compared to Battlefield or Apex Legends, the only game that is doing better is Fortnite, which is the most popular game of all time, and it's only been out for 5-6 years. Call of Duty after 5-6 years was still doing millions of numbers as well. These numbers are not bad. The game is not dead. It's not going to be as popular as it used to be, rather obviously, because the game's been out for 15, 16 years. And right now, it's like, you know, one of the least popular times for Call of Duty, and yet still, it is one of its least popular times for Call of Duty. It's better than every other game in the history of games. It does better than Halo. It does better than Battlefield. Battlefield's never had these numbers, ever. And it's like a low time. So you gotta stop pushing this fake news CNN nonsense, my friends. You have to be honest. You don't like the game? 110% agree. Let me drive that home. You think microtransactions sucks? Yeah, it's bullshit. You think the community's a bunch of sweaty ass idiots and they drive me nuts? 110%. But, listen, apparently there's a lot of people who don't think like us, which is fair enough because we are not the majority. We are the vocal minority. We really are. This is not some kind of propaganda being perpetrated by the New York Times to try to just, you know, run some fake elections. No, this is just a video game. The stats don't lie. The numbers don't lie. Blame Truth lies, or he's a moron. And I'm mostly making jokes here. Also keep that real, okay? I got no problem with the guy, but he's completely wrong with this video, and everything he says is fucking a false narrative. This is wrong. The player numbers are not horrendous. Blame Truth is an idiot. That's the point of the video. Thank you for watching. I'm the Ghost of 8. Take care. Be cool, stay in school, see no other drugs, look for players across the street, help prevent forest fires, make sure to brush your off loss regularly. to help promote healthy oral hygiene. And last but not least, but really most important, stay black. Question authority and don't let the hockey crack. Reptilian shapeshifters, Billy Movies, Arms, Brain, Chemtrails, 7 levels of judging, retire, 7 W, who can grow worse, else, flat moon, fake, else, Jose, Hillers, 40s, and the 5K, white men bring you down.